friend of mine during the 1970s joined a Buddhist group and told me that they were firewalking every morning. And I had been curious about firewalking since I was 15 and met Kudabuks. And I said, well, you have to show me. And sure enough, before my very eyes, a fire was built and burned down and raked out, and my friend walked across the coals, barefooted, and in that moment I realized there's no trick to this. The whole thing is overcoming the fear of taking that first step. And I took off my shoes and socks and I walked across the fire, and without even thinking whether or not I had burned my feet, I turned around and walked back and crossed the coals a second time. And all of a sudden I realized, how many other things have I thought I can't do? How many other things have I believed are paranormal? How many other things have I excluded myself from? And I suddenly realized that what the firewalking was for me was a symbol. And I would think back to walking on that fire again and again and again, and I thought, how come this isn't a class? How come this isn't a seminar? This is so valuable. And so I was the first one to finally start advertising public classes. And what I realized was people were learning things in the firewalking class that they could immediately go home and apply to their lives. Whether we're talking about business or relationships or finances, there's something in learning how to walk across those coals that can transform a person's entire life. And it doesn't matter who that person is or what that person does. It obviously changed my life. And people all over the world now, over 4 million people, have walked on fire. Why? Because there's something incredibly valuable in this. Oprah Winfrey's done it. Bill Clinton's done it. Celebrities all around the world have done this. Not to mention everyday people. Everybody can receive value from firewalking, and there's no exceptions.